All right. All right. The last show we got. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey, this is Joe and Tom from Drunken of the Sun.
Another funky funk, drunk episode coming to you, courtesy of Drunken of the Sun. Anything in life's work could have been ahead of you. Tom and Joe from Drunken of the Sun.
Join us every week on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Spotify.
Yeah. Podcast that's about anything and everything under the sun.
Check it out.
Joe's drunk.
Yeah, we both are fucking drunk.
Stop it. So you want to intro it?
I'll do it. All right. We've been doing intros tonight, and we kind of stopped doing that for a little bit, and now we're doing intros again. Doesn't matter. But anyways, hey, welcome back to the Drunken of the Sun with Tom and Joe. If you don't know what it is, it's Drunken.
You know what it is. You don't know what it is.
It's anything and everything under the sun. And you know what this week, Tom?
What?
I've been watching a lot of shit on streaming services.
Oh, real? Like what?
Oh, all kinds of shit. Like, my most recent thing, it's not technically streaming, but I've really got into AEW Wrestling.
What is that?
It's just another thing. It's an AEW. It's got Chris Jericho. It's got Sting.
Oh, it's a wrestling promotion?
Yeah, wrestling promotion.
Oh, no shit.
They're coming out with a Friday show. They're going to have two shows just like Raw. They're on TNT,
really?
just like WCW was.
Yeah, but I don't have TNT and all that.
Well, see, that's what you got to check it out, because if you like wrestling, I think you'd like this.
I do
because
like
it's not watered down like WWE is anymore. Just this last Wednesday, they had a Texas death match where people were bleeding all over the fucking place during the match and barbed wire and shit. And WWE doesn't do that shit anymore. Like, it's old school shit.
Oh, really?
You should check it out. And it's got old school characters in it. Like I said, it's got Sting. Sting's in there.
The Stinger?
Stinger. He's like a manager.
Has he got the white paint on?
He's still got all that shit.
Ah!
But they also got Jake the Snake, dude. Jake the Snake.
What?
Jake the Snake's there.
Is he wrestling?
He's a manager too, kind of.
Oh.
But he's there. He's got a 2-year contract right now. And then they got Chavo Guerrero just showed up. He's a manager.
Chavo Guerrero.
Chris Jericho. Fucking
Baby!
And just like it's a good mix of old and new. It's got Matt Hardy, it's got Christian, like the B
It's got
players.
everybody
It's
who
got the B
the
players.
WWE doesn't want no more. Like, you guys are troublemakers.
I think they actually landed CM Punk and Daniel Bryan here recently. But anyways, it's good. Check it out.
CM Punk's still wrestling?
No, he hasn't been wrestling for 7 years. He's coming back to AEW. So if you like wrestling, I would check it out. You watching anything interesting this?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I watched He-Man.
He-Man.
But I did watch Space Jam. And I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it on purpose. I watched it because I have HBO, and Leia, my daughter, she had the Space Jam toy.
Time out here. New Space Jam, right? Not old Space Jam.
Yeah, new Space Jam.
I was just making sure because old Space Jam is
With
on
Michael
Hulu
Jordan.
right now. With
Oh,
Michael
is
Jordan.
it?
It's on one of the streaming services.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the
The
newest
new
one,
one. All right.
LeBron. So, because it just came out. But if you have HBO, you can get it, which I have, HBO Max, right? But my kid has the McDonald's toy.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, that's cool." I'm like, "You want to watch this?" She's like, "Oh, sure." I'm like, "Okay, watch it." So I left and I came back in like 15 minutes later because I had to do something.
Yeah.
So I came back and LeBron was turned into a cartoon.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "So what's happening?" She told me the whole concept. She's like, "Oh, he got turned into a cartoon by this guy and this guy and this guy." Turned out John Cheadle. The movie sucked. The movie sucked. It was so terrible, man. Like,
so do you think
hey, check this out. So LeBron,
Yeah.
his son in the movie,
Yeah.
because I don't think it's his son in real life. The reason I say this because I watched the credits,
Yeah.
and none of these people had the last name James, including his wife, the sons. They didn't have James.
So you think it was just him? And
I
the
think they were
fake
just
fan?
actors.
Yeah.
and like they had him like portraying like he was a bad dad. I'm like, why would you agree to that. Like, if that's not your son, if that like the son and dad had like this conflict going on, I'm like, but is this your kid, right? And I'm like, so they're portraying you as a douchebag dad. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I couldn't understand what's happening just for that, because
Yeah.
I'm like, because the son was mad at LeBron,
Yeah.
because he didn't understand him. So I'm like, your kid's mad at you, and like, it's cool, like, you're a douchebag dad, apparently, right? You don't understand your kid. Or I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
And then
overcomplicated.
Even more crazy shit was they had to go get their team. So the Bugs Bunny,
yeah,
had to go. He went through the DC universe. He went through Mad Max. He went through all these different fucking genre movies.
And then
Casablanca, to get all these fucking Looney Tune guys to play in a basketball
but
team.
Looney Tunes?
Yes!
But why?
Yes!
But why are they in these movies?
I don't know. And like in the beginning of it, and then like when they were going to go get their basketball team, LeBron's like, I'm going to get King Kong. I'm going to get this, and this. They're like, you can't get these guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the movie, when they had the teams,
yeah,
King Kong was in the audience. He was there,
but he only had tickets, Tom. He wasn't a player.
LeBron wanted him to play, and they wouldn't let him. They're like, no.
Why not? What was the logic? Why couldn't LeBron get King Kong?
Because it's Bugs Bunny.
Oh,
Doesn't have logic. It's Looney Tunes.
Maybe it was because it's Bugs Bunny, and Bugs Bunny.
Dude, and then there was like 7 different Jokers. Like, they had all these different cameos come in, and like, oh my god, it was terrible, dude.
That's what that show was about, though, cameos. I think that's all.
The original one had none of that.
Well, Bill Murray's in it.
Yes, but they didn't have like a bunch of spectators that were like from different, like, dude.
It's like movie characters and
movie characters were there watching this game.
All right.
And it was corny as fuck.
Well, I'm glad I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, you will.
I will watch it. But
and when you do, you'll understand what I'm saying.
I'm sure I will. I think the first one suffered because Michael Jordan was in it, and he's not a good actor. But
he's a better ball player, though.
Oh god, yes. Way better. But anyways. Another show I've been watching. I've been addicted to true crime as of late.
Oh, fuck.
As you know.
Here we go with these ones.
Buried in the Backyard. Don't watch that shit.
What?
Buried in the Backyard.
This is a TV show?
Yeah, it's on Peacock, but I think it's on like a different channel, but Peacock has it on it. And what it is,
buried in the backyard.
Exactly. It just makes you scared. Like if you buy like your house you just got,
right?
Don't dig anywhere because chances are you probably got a dead body buried in your backyard. It's basically what the show's about. People finding dead bodies in their backyard, and then it talks about the whole scenario and how people like find out who they are and who might have done it and shit like that. Most of the cases do wind up being solved, but it's no.
It sounds terrible.
It is terrible. This one fucking house had a barrel in it for like 30 years. Nobody fucked with it. Oh, we just thought it was materials left from the people that built the house. So they just left it there. Turns out it was a dead body. So it's just crazy shit like that. It's a real interesting.
He's like, it's just crazy shit like that. That's beyond crazy.
Yeah. But it's just stuff like that. That's what's buried in the backyard.
Yeah, I haven't watched anything like that. Usually, I mean, I only watch like a few things. Like I watch my news in the mornings just to get my weather, and like Netflix and shit like that. I mean, He-Man. I watched He-Man, and
how was that though? That just came out, right?
Yeah, it just did.
What do you think of it?
I don't know. Like, because it's only part 1 of part 2. So I want to see the second part before I truly get upset.
Okay. I heard
because it was like.
Now, did you watch the newer, the like 2000s He-Man?
Yes.
You watched.
I watched that. I watched the original He-Man.
Original.
Because those were the toys I had back in the day. Was original He-Man, and I watched that. You watched that too.
Yeah.
And the 2000s I watched too, and this one I watched, and I mean I liked it, as long as if I think what's going to happen in part 2 happens in part 2, I'll be happy. If not, then I'll be like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Because He-Man was legit in it, like,
yeah,
3 times.
Oh yeah,
out of 5 episodes. I mean, he was in the beginning, and then he was at the very end.
Oh, so they've got like how many episodes out?
5 episodes.
5 episodes.
And like I said, like I don't hate it, and I don't. I want to see the second half. That's all I gotta say.
I think what you're hung up on. Have you watched Kevin Smith talk about it? Talk about He-Man.
Yes, I've seen Kevin Smith talk about it numerous times. I watched Kevin Smith in everything.
Okay,
so.
I was just making sure because there were certain aspects of He-Man that they couldn't use from the 2000s.
Yeah, but they weren't using it. It was supposed to be a continuation from the 80s.
Yes, exactly.
But like it was legit. Like it was the Tila show. Like He-Man's in it. Like I said, He-Man's in it at the beginning.
So like
in the beginning, and then he dies. He-Man, Skeletor like die, and then it's just the Tila show around like He-Man characters dealing with He-Man gone. And like I said, part 2 better be like I said. It all depends on part two for me, because like this one, I see where they're going, and I get it. And if you go where I think you're gonna go in part 2, then okay, I'm down.
Cool.
But if you don't do that, then I don't know what this is.
I guess he had a lot of people that were involved in the actual comic books and story and shit like that back in the day involved in this movie. So maybe it did. Maybe it will go the way you want.
I mean, let's hope.
It's all right. But as for me, guess what's back on Apple TV this week?
I don't know. Probably some wrestling shit.
No. Ted Lasso season 2.
I don't have it, so I've never seen it.
You got to check it out. It's not.
I hear it's good.
I don't know how you check it out though because it's on Apple TV. But it is really good. It's just like a feel-good show. That's all it is. He's just like a really good guy. He's a good coach in a weird circumstance. But it's like almost The Office, but sports. Almost.
Right.
Almost.
Right.
But he's not as dumb as Michael Scott. He's just like a really good guy.
He's not as dumb as Michael Scott.
But yeah, season 2 just kicked off. I watched the first episode. What Apple does to you, though, is they release it weekly. So there's only one episode out right now, and you have to wait like regular
Well, I mean,
TV.
that's what Disney does to you.
Oh yeah, that's true with the Mandalorian.
Well, that Loki and
Bad
Batch. Bad Batch is one episode a week.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't see Loki and all those.
Falcon, Winter Soldier.
I guess
all of those were
from the
dropped. They weren't dropped at the same time.
I guess from the
They
commercials.
dropped one at a time.
I guess from the commercials, I should have known that because they were like this week on this and this week on that, and I never watched any Marvel stuff, so I don't know.
Joe says he likes comics. Sad thing is, Joe had comics. Joe had the Onslaught series.
I did
back in the day, and I thought that was lame, but it was X-Men. X-Men. That's why I can't wait till they come out with the X-Men.
Didn't they announce X-Men, the First Mutant? I thought they did. Or I saw a headline that they did, but I didn't know.
All I know is, well, there's supposed to be a mutant in a Black Widow movie.
Oh. What about
a character? I don't know who he is. You know, I heard the name, but I never heard of the name. I'm saying,
You've never heard of the character before?
Yeah, until this time.
Until the movie.
Until this time. And I'm an X-Men fan, so whatever.
Must be pretty obscure.
I think so.
But anyways, this is an episode where we talked about what we've been catching on streaming services.
Maybe
check it out. Maybe check out the shows we watched and see what you think of them. But as always, thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook,
Instagram,
Spotify,
YouTube,
Anchor. Anchor is kind of whatever.
Just check it out.
Check it out.
If you want to listen to
all
just
platforms.
If you want to listen to only audio, we're on only audio on Spotify and Anchor. If you want to check our video version out, we're on YouTube all day long, always.
Yeah.
So check it out. During the Sun, the podcast about anything and everything under the sun. Peace, motherfuckers.
See ya.
Thanks for tuning in to Drunk of the Sun. This is Joe and Tom.
Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody. Like and subscribe.
Thank you all for subscribing and liking. From Drunk on the Sun, the podcast about everything and anything under the sun.
So check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Instagram. We're posting new shit every week.
See ya.